Well, good Saturday evening to you. We've had a lot of rain and showers into the western part of the state because of the moisture infiltrating in from the south, but a little bit of some changes. If you'll notice here on the mid-level water vapor, seeing a lot of dry air coming into the mix here as we get a southwesterly flow. With that, at the surface, dew points really fall off in terms of low-level moisture. What this means is rain chances tomorrow are really far and few in between. So notice here on the stormcast, you'll notice a lot of activity and moisture off to the western part of the state in between Grand Junction and Aspen there into the higher communities. But as we go throughout the day, it taps into that dry air and you'll notice it really just falls off. So in other words, we're looking pretty good for our Sunday. We get a little bit of some clearing in terms of the clouds by midday there. It filters back in by the afternoon. So we're calling this a pretty partly cloudy day tomorrow. More sunshine than we saw today, and that means that our temperatures also are going to rise just a tad. So a little bit warmer than it was today. We're going to be into the mid 70s into Colorado Springs, into the 60s in Monument there, 80s in Pueblo. So it's still another warm day for us, and into the higher terrain, 50 in Wilkerson Pass, 48 in Leadville. However, it does pick up wind gust wise tomorrow as we go into about midday. Notice here wind gusts could be into the 20s and into the 30s in other spots. The reason for this is because there is a front that's on its way to our area. If you'll notice here, there is that front off to our west. It's making its way through the Utah area. That is going to push through, and by midday tomorrow, we're going to start to feel the wind gusts from it, but by Monday, feeling the temperatures from it. So notice here, highs on Monday into the upper 50s in Colorado Springs, 56 in Monument, 66 in Pueblo there. So 70s to 50s, a little bit of a roller coaster in terms of temperatures. So this is something you can feel, and behind that cold front, we do have some low-end rain chances. So notice here on the stormcast, seeing a little bit more activity west of I-25, but the chance for rain for Colorado Springs, Pueblo, Canyon City, and east here is not zero. Could see maybe a spillover shower that comes off the hills and into our area here. But notice as this rain moves on out of here, I'm really calling just for some small rain chances. Could see a passing shower or two. This dissipates as we go into Monday night there, and we're still watching for changes as we go into Tuesday as well. Here's Monument right now, 64 on the Hydrix cam, looking pretty good at the moment. In Pueblo, mid 60s here on the Discount Motors cam, looking pretty good on the radar. We've seen a couple sprinkles around, but most of that moisture is still off to our west there. So making for a great Saturday afternoon as we seek into a great Sunday on deck for us. So here's what it looks like around the region here. Can notice a great Sunday on deck for us. Low in rain chances for Monday pretty much across the region. A little bit of some unsettled weather on Tuesday. We're still refining the details, but notice by Wednesday through Friday, a lot of sunshine on the board, and that's the same here in Colorado Springs pattern-wise. Notice a great Sunday, low-end rain chances on Monday. Then looking long-term, a little bit of some changes on the way with those temperatures only being into the 60s consistently. So that's a look at your forecast update. Back to you at the desk, Austin.
So